politics, ignore the boardroom noise. We are tuning into a different frequency. This is BYE Legends.
By Legends Episode 6, Louis Braille. Welcome to By Legends. Today, we dissect the legacy of a man who did not merely create a tool, he engineered a revolutionary matrix of communication that reconfigured cognitive accessibility. Louis Braille is the ultimate case study in logical disruption and structural design. To fully comprehend his impact, we must look past standard biographical narratives and focus entirely on the rigorous scientific framework he constructed to standardize literacy. Visually and methodically, Braille operated in an environment where tactile reading was highly inefficient. Traditional systems relied on heavy embossed letters that were slow to scan and impossible to write manually. Braille was a profound anomaly in this restrictive landscape. By analyzing the physical limits of human tactile perception, he discovered that the fingertip cannot instantly grasp a large geometric layout. He weaponized pure logic against these outdated academic dogmas. His most critical technical contribution lies in the engineering of the 6-dot cell. Arranged in a precise binary matrix of two vertical rows of 3 dots, this configuration matched the exact surface area of a human fingertip. This structural calculation allowed for immediate, instantaneous recognition without spatial translation. He turned an unoptimized tactile problem into a fluid, data-driven vocabulary. Musically and structurally, his approach was deeply versatile. As an accomplished organist, Braille realized that his 6-dot matrix could extend beyond standard alphabet systems. He applied his rigorous calculus to musical notation, designing a seamless code that could capture complex chord progressions, octaves, and subtle performance dynamics on a flat page. He created an all-encompassing blueprint for autonomous intellectual execution. This structural matrix laid the absolute foundation for global literacy and independent education. Without Braille, the evolution of modern information accessibility would lack its primary pillar. His intellectual DNA is directly traceable through every contemporary tactile interface and digital refreshable display. He established that true human legacy is built on the masterful optimization of space, utility, and absolute cognitive freedom. Before we conclude, let us break down the advanced language and technical terminology used in this blueprint. Here is your key vocabulary and expressions explained. Accessibility. Definition: the quality of being easily reached, entered, or used, the design of products, devices, or environments for people who experience barriers. Example: the architecture firm updated the building plans to maximize wheelchair accessibility throughout the facility. Disruption. Definition: a radical change in an industry, method, or academic strategy that completely dismantles traditional ways of operating. Example: the introduction of affordable smartphones caused a massive disruption in global telecommunications. Embossed. Definition: carved, molded, or stamped so that a design, letter, or pattern stands out in relief from a flat surface. Example: the official certificates feature an embossed gold seal in the upper right corner. Tactile. Definition: relating to, perceptible by, or connected with the sense of touch. Example: the device utilizes tactile feedback to alert the operator when a task is completed. Perception. Definition: the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses, the mental organization of sensory information. Example: studies show that atmospheric lighting can alter a consumer's perception of product quality. Grasp. Definition: to take a firm hold of something physically or, conceptually, to fully understand a complex idea or premise. Example: it took the engineering team several weeks to grasp the full scale of the structural defect. Layout. Definition: the internal arrangement or pattern of matter, graphics, or physical components within a specific area. Example: the laboratory layout was modified to optimize workflow and increase safety margins. To weaponize. Definition: to adapt or exploit a concept, tool, or technical asset for aggressive advancement or structural dominance. Example: the competitive enterprise sought to weaponize its data analytics to capture the market. Dogma. Definition: a principle or set of principles laid down by an authority as incontrovertibly true, often without empirical proof. Example: the new discoveries in deep-sea biology challenged long-held environmental dogmas. Matrix. Definition: an environment, structured network, or fixed grid configuration in which something develops, forms, or operates. Example: the solar panels are arranged in a precise matrix to capture the maximum amount of daily sunlight. Configuration. Definition: an arrangement of parts or elements in a particular form, figure, or combination. Example: the technician changed the system configuration to improve data processing speeds. Translation. Definition: the process of moving something from one place to another or converting text from one language or format into another. Example: the automated software handles the translation of raw coordinates into a visual map. Unoptimized. Definition: not enhanced or adjusted to achieve maximum efficiency, performance, or structural utility. Example: the outdated factory equipment left the production line highly unoptimized. Versatile. Definition: able to adapt or be adapted to many different functions, activities, or structural roles. Example: the new composite material is incredibly versatile and can be used in aerospace and automotive manufacturing. Calculus. Definition: a particular method or system of calculation, logical reasoning, or highly sophisticated analysis. Example: the strategic calculus behind the merger focused entirely on long-term resource security. Notation. Definition: a system of specialized graphic symbols or characters used to represent technical data, numbers, or musical notes. Example: binary notation uses only zeros and ones to represent complex computational instructions. Blueprint. Definition: a detailed master plan, technical drawing, or structural outline that serves as a guide for development. Example: the engineers finalized the technical blueprint for the new water purification plant. Autonomous. Definition: existing or acting independently, having the freedom and capacity to operate without outside control. Example: the research vehicle is completely autonomous, navigating deep underwater terrain without human intervention. Pillar. Definition: a fundamental, essential, or principal support structure of a larger system, doctrine, or concept. Example: continuous quality control is a primary pillar of modern industrial manufacturing. Traceable. Definition: able to be followed, discovered, or linked directly back to its original source or historical origin. Example: the electronic components are fully traceable to the specific factory where they were assembled. Now, look at how these elements tie together. Braille was a cognitive architect who treated communication design as an exact science. He remains the prime example of what happens when raw intellectual intuition completely dismantles conventional structural boundaries. The comment section is wide open on YouTube. Let me know how his analytical approach resonates with you, and which pioneer you want us to dissect next. Keep boosting your English. Bye for now.
Boost your English, it's the key. Listen to